Hello, hello. What's up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I just got back from the theaters after seeing Zombieland 2 Double Tap. This is a 2019 film that was directed by Ruben Fleischer, and it's a sequel to a movie that came out 10 years ago. So you could argue that maybe they waited too long, but the question is, did they? Did they wait too long to make a sequel? Well, the plot is we follow our same group, our same crew from the first film, Columbus, Tallahassee, Wichita, Little Rock. They're out there trying to survive the zombie apocalypse after all of this time. But not just that, the zombies have evolved. The zombies are mutating and they're getting smarter, they're getting faster, and they're harder to fight off. So, once again, we just have to survive. That's what this is. Now, what I thought of Zombieland 2 Double Tap was honestly, when the credits hit, my first thought was, all right, the movie was fine. The movie was okay. The movie was decent. It was watchable. And then the more I thought about it on the way home, I just started to think about the writing, the material, the characters, just what I saw on screen, and I thought, wow, I'm more disappointed about this movie than I thought. And once again, this movie isn't bad. This isn't terrible. This isn't something that's going to be on my worst of list. But I have to be honest and say that I'm disappointed. I think that the actors are fine. They do what they're written to do. They do that job well. Jesse Eisenberg as Columbus probably is the most still like his character from the first film. Still looks exactly the same from 10 years ago. Woody Harrelson as Tallahassee has that same spunk, has that same energy that you would want him to have. Emma Stone as Wichita. It's funny to think about what Emma Stone has done since the first Zombieland film. She's been nominated for 2 Oscars. She's won Best Actress. She's done so much that it did feel like a come down for her. I mean, it was great that she came back. I'm glad that she came back. But the writing for her, the way how they have her do something near the beginning of the movie that I thought was pretty messed up, almost unforgivable. And yet we're supposed to like her, though, because she's Emma Stone. Abigail Breslin plays Little Rock, and she's now 10 years older. So she was a little girl in the first movie. Seeing her now as an adult is quite interesting. She too is written to do something that was very unlikable and what you would think should be a whole big issue on why she would do this, but the movie just sort of trucks along and there you go. Rosario Dawson is also in the movie. She was good. Luke Wilson, he has I'm sure that you guys have seen this in the trailer if you haven't seen the movie. Luke Wilson and Thomas Middleditch, they play mirror versions of the Jesse Eisenberg and Woody Harrelson characters, and I thought this was lazy. I thought the side plot was unneeded, unnecessary. It's like the humor here, all of the jokes felt very lazy and felt just sort of paint by numbers and felt like they just wanted to make the sequel just because, but they didn't have any real inspiration for it. Luckily, though, that side plot isn't that long. One of the newer characters that I don't want to say enjoyed, because I do understand that people find her super annoying, is Zoe Dutch or Dooch. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. She plays the character Madison. She is written to be very annoying. She acts very annoying. So I understand that people watch this movie and say, wow, she's super annoying. I wanted her to die. Again, I understand it. But I've seen her in other movies. I've seen the actress just in interviews. And so I know that she doesn't act like her character in this film. She acted completely different in this movie, so I can appreciate that. I appreciate what she did with it. And her character, I think, started off unlikable or started off annoying and then grew to be more a part of the group. And she even had a moment where I felt bad for her character when something happens. The evolved zombies is a cool idea, I guess, to make the zombies more threatening, to make them more interesting. Because let's be honest, zombies nowadays are a little played out. Even The Walking Dead, there's a Walking Dead joke in this movie to talk about how sort of played out zombies are. So they had them be mutated, they had them be faster, smarter, but they didn't. They still didn't come off as much of a threat. They still didn't come off as something that you genuinely thought that our characters were in that much danger of. I like the Terminator reference that they called them the T-800s because they're advanced now. Uh, there is a mid-credit scene that I won't give away, but it's probably the best scene in this movie. Look, I don't want to act like I hated the film. I don't want to act like this is a bad movie. I don't want to act like I'm not recommending the film. Obviously, if you're a fan of the first Zombieland, you can check this out and hopefully get more enjoyment than I did. I thought it was fine. I thought it was okay. I was hoping for better, but even the trailer didn't look all that great, if I'm being honest. So maybe my expectations, even while they were low, I still left somewhat disappointed. I wanted to have more of a good time here. If I were to rate it, I guess I'll give it a Netflix and chill. You can put it on at home, enjoy it for what it is. You could be glad that these characters are back, and you could be glad to be back in this world. But in all honesty, just rewatch the first film. You'll be much better off there. So, guys, let me know in the comments below if you too have seen Zombieland 2 Double Tap. Did you like it more than I did? Am I being too harsh, or do you agree that the film is just fine? Like, comment, subscribe. Later!